Girls of Reddit, what's something guys should feel insecure about? Not cutting your toenails. Basic manners in a social awareness sense. Hanging out casually at home. Fine to burp and pick your teeth. At a nice restaurant or wedding? No. Read the room. Is anyone else at this funeral taking their shoes off or splaying themselves all over the couch? No, Sean, they are not. How you treat the people around you. From your mother to your guy friends to the waitress to the homeless man who asks for spare change. If you have a crappy personality, you should feel insecure about it because that's a choice. Anything that isn't a personal choice, you don't need to feel insecure about. Edit. I agree that this can refer to both men and women. The only reason I specify men here is because the question was asking about men. If the question was what should girls be insecure about, my answer would be the same. I'm not saying that only men can be snotty assholes. Any sort of bodily fungal growth that you are not actively treating. If you can't cook at least 5 decent meals, that's pretty rough. If your bathroom/kitchen are disgusting, or if you keep no soap in them. If you wear any clothing that smells like mildew, or like it hasn't been washed in a decade. Not asking for a lot here, just a basic level of self-care. Personal hygiene is a big thing for me. I once went on a date with a guy who mentioned that he never brushes his teeth and that mouthwash works just fine and does the same job. There was not a second date. Your man Bush. I understand that pubic hair is meant to keep foreign debris/bacteria out of your bits, but if you think you're gonna get hot and heavy with someone, trim it up. No one wants to get a mouthful of hair or heartburn on their delicate bits. Act like an adult if you are one. Be able to wash your own clothes, do dishes, change your sheets, etc. No one likes a man-child. And for my lovely Reddit dudes, if a girl ever makes you feel bad about your weight, dick size, height, showing emotion, or whatever, fuck that bitch. No one should ever make you feel like you're less than you are. Society puts so much pressure on men to be manly men and have the body of a Calvin Klein model. You're allowed to be you, and there's someone out there who will love you for all of you, including the things you're insecure about. As has been said on Reddit before countless times, unsolicited dick pics. Yeah, you might be proud of what you have down there, great, good for you. But did I ask to see it? The answer is no, and I don't care if we are talking Chantenay carrot with a couple of garden peas or the fucking burge down there. I'm not interested, and I will judge you as a person, not for what you have. You can't help that. So yeah, don't do that as it's unattractive, and in my mind, something you definitely should feel insecure about. Being a cheapskate. And this is coming from someone who is a tight ass. My first boyfriend was a cheapskate and it was horrendously embarrassing, and he was actually really mean with it. This guy earned money than me and had rich parents, yet it was always me who had to shell out for dates. If it was his turn to pay for a date, he would microwave me some awful food and we would sit in his room in silence. Other cheapskate things that he did. One time told me he was taking me out for sushi. His idea of this was he bought one of the rice dishes off the menu and then split it. So I basically had to sit there while he ate his half, and then he slid me the second half. He bought 2 pre-mixed vodka drinks once, put them in the fridge. He opened the fridge, one fell out and shattered on the kitchen floor. He didn't replace it, so we shared one drink. After being spoken to by my mum about how he treated me badly, he took me out to a fancy Japanese restaurant to try and prove to her that he wasn't a piece of shit. We go to the place. I'm wearing makeup and a nice outfit. He rocks up in his old school uniform pants that had holes and a faded shirt. Why? Because they still fit. At said dinner he keeps telling me not to get anything too expensive. Tries to split my main with me instead of ordering his own. Fast food. You ordered one meal and an extra burger so he could scab your chips. He would only get $20 out of an ATM at any given time and would count it, everything down to the last cent, before he got more money out. He would demand discounts on anything and everything. He would constantly be asking me to buy him new shoes and clothing because he wouldn't spend his own money. When his computer stopped working and wouldn't take any more Windows updates, he installed Linux. This is only scratching the surface. Do not be a cheapskate. I'm someone who is a very good budgeter, and I remember Steven talking about this. Edit. I just remembered one of the most cheapskate things he ever did. I worked at a movie theater during high school and university. The theater gave all staff members free tickets for them and a friend. But if it was a quiet day, the managers had no issues giving out extra freebies, as long as they were friends and going in with a staff member. The only time they didn't give out extras was on super busy days. So, one time myself, a friend V, her boyfriend B and cheapskate decide to go see a movie. I told V that I would get her a free ticket because she was my friend, and as I said, cheapskate had a job and plenty of money. I then told B and cheapskate that I might be able to get them a free ticket as long as it was a quiet day. Well, the entire time on the way to my work, cheapskate is asking me over and over so I'm getting a free ticket, right? And I said I'm not sure yet. We meet V and B at the theater and it's packed. This was the holiday period after Avatar came out, and then Alice in Wonderland came out a few weeks later. So as I said, work was getting slammed. We line up to get tickets and my coworker saw that I was with 3 people. They let me know that I can only get 1 extra free ticket today, but they'll give B and cheapskate a senior ticket, which at the time was $6.50. Well, as soon as cheapskate overheard that he would have to pay for his rocket, he lifts up the velvet rope and gets out of the He pulls out his phone for his dad to pick him up, cause he had already spent $1.90 on a bus fare that day. I get my tickets, and B buys his own ticket. Sure enough, V marches up to cheapskate with her hands on her hips and says, I fucking knew you would do this. You always embarrass Galaxy Parrot by being such a cheap asshole. Cheapskate then stammers out a response about how he remembered that he needs to study. B then pulls out his wallet and says, for fuck's sake, I'll pay the $6.50 for you to get a ticket. You're embarrassing Galaxy Parrot. So they basically force him to pay for his own ticket. We then go to candy bar and sure enough, he won't go anywhere near popcorn and drinks. My friends buy some for me because at that point I'm almost on tears. He then says to me that this movie better be educational, and if it wastes my time, you owe me $6.50. It was Alice in Wonderland BTW. We broke up 2 months later. Caring about your height, not your height, you can't change that, and there's no reason to be insecure about it, but the number of guys who are certain that the only reason they don't have women flocking to them is because they're below a certain height is so ridiculous. Especially because they always seem to think that women's ideal height for men is like 1 to 2 inches taller than they personally are. 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Girls only want guys over 6 feet. 5 feet 7 inches. Girls only want guys over 5 feet 8. My personal preference is for a guy to be taller than me. Not difficult as I'm 5 feet 3 inches, but I'd be 1000% more attracted to a 5 feet 1 inch guy who isn't hung up on his height than a guy who's 5 minutes and 11 seconds and certain that girls are only attracted to guys who are 6'1" inch. Your appearance to an extent. If you're a bigger guy, buy bigger clothes. I can't stand seeing large sized people wearing a shirt that exposes the bottom part of their stomach. Wearing clothes that suit and fit your body type does wonders for your appearance. If you are a fit or smaller guy, wear smaller clothes. Baggy loose shirts and pants just make you look like a hanger or a coat rack with legs, and is totally unflattering. There are many easy videos on YouTube on tailoring your shirts to fit just right. Being a douche, being sexist, being overly creepy. Then if you're attractive it's still creepy as all shit. Never being able to say I was wrong, and not being able to take no for an answer. If you say you don't like him, and he doesn't leave you alone, and he badgers you, and stalks you, and tries to ruin you, that's the social version of rape, because they can't take no for an answer and get somewhat dangerous in these situations. Please be nice. We like nice boys and good guys. The basics really. Personal hygiene. Take care of your undergarments. It doesn't have to be from Guxy or something, but buy some decent quality ones. Trust me, most women think highly of men who knows how to take care of themselves. Take care of your personal belongings like shoes, bags, caps, etc. I've seen men who have stinky caps and bags and it's SF gross. Really gross. Bathroom etiquette. Please learn how to properly flush the toilet, and for the love of God please keep the sink area clean. The cleanliness of your space. Nothing grosser than walking into a guy's place and the air itself is just stale as hell, like he's never cracked open a window to air the place out before. The kitchen is a disgusting mess, the trash is overflowing, and he has no clue what's even in his fridge. Then I use the bathroom, and there's no toilet paper. There's a stack of toilet paper rolls that he's never bothered to throw out. Also the sink has pink slime inside, and it's covered with beard shavings and there is no soap, so I'm gonna guess this guy doesn't use soap when washing his hands. I'm not asking for a Martha Stewart model house, but at least be sanitary. Gentlemen, take care of yourself financially. Don't buy expensive things for yourself, video game consoles etc, and then put them on a credit card if you have no immediate way to pay it off. On the same token, learn how to cook for yourself. You will save so much money and might even impress that special someone. It is also very attractive to me knowing that a man has started his retirement plan and contributes to it regularly. It means he cares about his future and he is independent from such things as the magical I plan to win the lottery. Proper hygiene. Please, for the love of God, take care of yourself for the sake of minors. They should feel insecure about wearing way too much fucking Axe body spray. It's disgusting. If you can't cook, clean, or do laundry you should absolutely feel insecure. Your significant other is not your parent or your maid. Do your own shit. How they clean and cook. How they respect the people they live with. How they speak about people. Too much cologne. It's a great way to make sure no one comes near you. Coming from a straight guy, I think other guys have shit hygiene and it's gross. Trim your nails. Take care of your brows. Use fucking lotion. Do you wash your ass? Seriously, it's not difficult to keep yourself clean. Their hair. Not guys who are balding or are bald. The guys who have the greasy unstyled hair. Just get a shorter haircut if you can't manage to keep your hair hygienic. Are you interrupting her? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Because I'm seeing you talk and you're interrupting her. Their behavior. If I wanted to date a teenage boy there'd be plenty chomping at the bit. No littering, no walking on tables, no laughing at boobs at the art exhibit. I don't mind being silly and having a good time, but please, be the bare minimum of respectful. The way they smell. This actually applies for everyone. Cologne/perfume is nowhere near equivalent to a shower. I understand it's hard for people with depression to get up and do some of these things. I'd suggest baby wipes/wet wipes to wipe your skin, dry shampoo/detangling spray, deodorant etc. Begging for sex when you're so doesn't want it. Even if you convince them it's not going to be good and they are going to be a dead fish about it. Buying gamer girl bath water. Sagging her pants to the point where you come to school wearing pair shorts under you pants to cover up your underwear. It's just like why? Please wash your hands after you use the bathroom. If they can't influence that, dick size, height etc. They shouldn't be insecure. If they can, body weight, hygiene, then they should. Yes, dick size does matter to some extent, but that doesn't mean you guys should feel insecure about not caring about if the girl orgasms or not. Selfishness in the bedroom is the biggest turn off ever. Listen bro, you're going to come. You know it, I know it. You're going to come. It's how sex works. But me? I might not, unless you go into certain positions and work with me. If you don't make an effort, I will not come. I will never understand why a guy would be comfortable letting his partner not reach orgasm. Dental hygiene. Brush and floss those teeth. And get your teeth cleaned 2x a year. Nobody wants to smell stank breath or kiss a bacteria-filled mouth. If I can see the tartar, calculus, while you are talking 1. It's not normal 2. Doesn't happen to everyone 3. It is a big deal. Nose hair, ear hair and eyebrows. Trim that shit. And clean your ears. Dressing badly or not having a skincare routine. Like it is not that hard to put a little bit of effort into yourself. The rat stash. For the love of God I wish to never see those. Having bad skin moisturizer feels so nice. And exfoliating helps beard growth. They're sagging pants. Seriously, nobody wants to see your underwear. And I laugh when they trip over themselves. Guys look sexier if they were pants that actually fit. I don't trust you if you dress like some gangster. I'll cross the street to avoid you.